Welcome to this short video on the update of the camera software to version 5.7.0 and the camera firmware version 1.1.0. This is a major update which includes a firmware update for the camera, and this is the reason for why I've decided to create this video. There are many new features in this version, like a high-speed mode, in-sensor binning for the IMX430 sensor, allowing higher frame rates and lower noise, then a new resolution with 4x4 binning, power saving, automatic black level calculation, and many improvements for the report generation, like new fields and bug fixes. There is also one major bug fix in this version, which is a fix for southern and western hemisphere for the longitude and latitude, which are displayed in the timestamp. This is a 4-step tutorial. In step 1 we download the software. In step 2 we install the control software and report template. In step 3 we update the camera firmware. And in step 4 we reinstall the camera driver. To download the software, we open the DVTI webpage in a browser, navigate to the support section, and right-click on the files to download. We need the firmware file version 1.1.0. I save it locally on my desktop. The control software installer version 5.7.0. as well as the report template for SODIS version 1.6. The installer and the firmware are compressed, so I need to extract those first. Okay, I have the installer, the report template, and the firmware file. The zip files are no longer needed. To start the installation, I double-click the installer, and after a short moment, the installation is complete and the tool starts. I can verify that it's really version 5.7.0. And in the next step, we install the report template into the program directory by replacing the existing file. If you've modified the report template, you need to make sure that you don't overwrite your own modifications. Now step 2 is complete. We start the control tool and connect to the camera. The tool will show that the firmware on the camera is outdated and we need to update to version 1.1.0. In some situations it can happen that the link to the camera is interrupted during a firmware update because the host computer puts the camera into standby mode. For this reason, I recommend to enable streaming during the update as a workaround. Next, we go to the camera menu, click on Update Firmware, and select the downloaded firmware file. Click on Run to run the update. This takes a few minutes. And once the checksum verification is complete, the update is successful. If anything goes wrong, then that's no problem, you can just start the update again. Now that the firmware update is complete, we can reinstall the camera driver to get the serial number in the name. To do this, we open the device manager on the computer, go to cameras, right click on the DVTI+CAM and say uninstall device. The device will disappear. Next, we physically disconnect and reconnect the camera. And the next time the camera is detected by the computer, it should have the serial number and image sensor type in the name. This makes it easier, for example, if you are running more than one camera on the same computer. Next time we run the tool, we see the camera name, including serial number and image sensor, on the screen. And we also notice that we have a fast mode now and a 4x4 binning mode. And in the events section, we have new fields for SODIS. Let's try this out by forwarding an event to the tool. You can now enter the signal noise ratio, wind, temperature, transparency, and seeing, and even add comments to the report. This concludes this short tutorial on the installation of the new camera software. Thank you for watching.